It's a deficit of love that made us ill. Those who've experienced a deficit of love will make enormous, assiduous efforts to refuse love in adulthood because it will feel unfamiliar and it will feel, even more importantly, undeserved. Why should another person think better of me than I think of themselves? They must be a fraud. There must be something wrong with them. What's wrong with this weirdo for thinking I'm okay, right? So beware anyone who tries to love someone who doesn't love themselves. You're in for a hard time. It could be a very fulfilling project, but at various points, the person's going to turn around and go, what's wrong with you? And they're not necessarily going to say why they think that, but essentially they're going to say, what's wrong with you for loving someone like me? And it's a terribly difficult situation. There's basically a situation of inbred masochism. And let's bear in mind another sort of rule of psychological life. Children who've had difficult parents, when they're very little, do not turn around and go to the parent, what's wrong with you? Dad, mum, why are you shouting all the time? Why are you drinking like that? Why are you slapping me around? Why are you telling me I'm an idiot? I'm 3 years old. You're 45. You should be getting your grip together. No. What do little children do? This is truly tragic. What children do is think, there's something wrong with me. What have I done wrong? Mummy's hitting daddy. Daddy's hitting mummy. Someone set fire to the kitchen. There's no money. Someone's being mean to me. What's happened? I've done something wrong. The child automatically assumes that if bad is done to it, it's a sign that it is bad.
Something within that I think is really interesting is the stories we tell ourselves. There's this beautiful, I hope I get it right, there's a beautiful Mark Twain quote that said, I had such tragedy in my life, none of which came true. And it's true. We think all these things or we have these thoughts that we ruminate on. Like you said, we are our worst enemy. I mean, maybe occasionally something comes to fruition, but a lot of the time, we're lying there in bed at 3 a.m. thinking the worst of the worst for none of it to even be true. It's just these stories that we tell ourselves. And I feel that a lot of our suffering in the human experience comes from ourselves rather than from external.